What's up, everybody? Once again, we are back on a Thursday, as usual, same place, same time, and coming to you with a topic that I've been thinking about doing a video on this lately, just haven't gotten around to it. Hope all you guys are having a great week here in October. Excuse me. And like I said, I just wanted to talk about this because I think many of us, what's up JBV? Many of us, if you ask most people what it is that they want in life, or what it is that they desire the most, besides riches, if you really think about it, most people want peace, right? Most people, if you really think about it, you can say you want women, you want sex, you want all these other things. What's up, Michelle? But really what it boils down to is, what is all of these things without peace, right? So this thing called peace, how many of you guys have mastered it? How many people, Simply, how many people think they've mastered it, or how many people know that they've mastered it? You know what I'm saying? So this is something that, me personally, the reason why I'm talking about it, something that I've struggled with a lot of times, and actually, trying to figure out, how do I get internal peace? You know what I'm saying? Everything around you seems chaotic. Everything around you seems chaotic. Everything seems like in disarray. Your mind is moving a million miles a minute. You might be focusing on a relationship, focusing on your children, focusing on bills, obviously anxiety takes over. You're like, what am I gonna do? What am I supposed to do? Heart's beating, you're getting sick, you're waking up in the middle of the night, maybe in cold sweats. And it's this whole mental thing. It affects your health and your well-being. But the furthest thing that you're thinking about, really, because you're thinking about all your issues, you're not really thinking about that peace of mind. You know what I mean? What's up, LeBron? You're not thinking about that peace of mind, so to say, or how to get that peace of mind. You may be frustrated or trying to harness your anger or focus your anger towards someone, or thinking violent thoughts, but it's like, who has actually sat back and just was like, let me calm myself down. What's up, Tamara? Let me calm myself down. First thing that I learned this about 5 years ago. Whether you believe God, universe, whatever, the first thing you should be asking is the source, the universe, whatever. Even yourself, your spiritual self, whoever, is to bring peace upon you. Just say to yourself, and I'm not trying to sound like a pastor, but just calm down and just say, I want peace. Bring peace upon me. Bring peace upon me. Just repeat it. And while you're doing this, your breathing has a lot to do with this also. Even if you're surrounded by chaos, try to get somewhere quiet. You know what I mean? Try to walk away from whatever it is. Get that peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying? Breathing is the biggest thing, because obviously your cardiorespiratory system works together as far as this goes. So what you want to do, you want to take those deep breaths in. You know what I mean? You want to inhale for 4 seconds. You want to hold it for 4 seconds. Then you want to exhale for 4 seconds. So you want to take those deep breaths in. That way you're calming yourself down. You're calming the anxiety. And if you guys don't mind, go ahead and like the video. If those of you who are in here, help support the video. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You know what I mean? So you want to do that. You want to just focus on the breathing, and really just put yourself in that that, chanting to yourself, you know, bring peace upon me, bring peace upon me. Whoever it is, the universe, yourself, God Almighty, whoever. You know what I mean? And it's not so much about meditating. Some of you can call it meditation. I see what you're saying there. But it's just about calming yourself. Calming yourself to that point. You know what I mean? Bringing yourself to that serenity. Trying to reach that serenity by breathing. You know what I mean? And some of you, like, when it comes to this thing called peace, you want to pick up, like, some sort of mantra, other than, saying bringing peace upon you. Realize that whatever it is, you have to just say to yourself that it's nothing. Whatever the issues is at the end of the day, if it's something on your mind, and this is a mantra you guys probably have heard, if there's something on your mind, just tell yourself, even just for that day, it's nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. You got a bill due, it's nothing. I know some things are more important than others. You got a baby, you got to change the diaper or something like that. But do it. Get in that mind focus that whatever it is that's bothering you, just say it's nothing. It's not gonna affect me. You know what I'm saying? This can't bother me. I'm too high up here to be taken aback by this. That's affecting me. Shout out to Laquan for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. This is not gonna affect me. This is not gonna bother me today. You know what I mean? Because as far as our mental health goes, things like this, if you don't have peace, this can drive you to a breakdown, hypertension. This can drive you crazy, drive you to hurting someone, drive you to do things that anything in anger always ends in regret. It doesn't matter what it is. Some people say anger can be a positive thing, but a lot of times anything you do in anger is most likely going to lead to regret. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure we all can agree with this. All of you that are watching this video, that things that you've done in anger, said in anger, is going to lead to regret, and it doesn't get you anywhere. So this peace, depending on where you're living at, some of you may live in the city, even if it's you taking a walk. Get involved in nature. Go out somewhere in nature. You know what I mean? Go out. When you think about peace, we always think about somewhere soothing, in the forest, in the woods, in nature. You just speaking it. And just saying, if you repeat that like a mantra, like I said, that's what I used to do all the time. I would go into prayer literally in my mind, bring peace upon me, and just breathe. Because breathing is one of those things. I don't want to just number all these things, but breathing is so important. You know what I mean? A lot of times, some of you guys, some people out there, they resort to drugs. They resort to drugs to calm them down or other things. Some people exercise. But the biggest thing is lack of peace is going to keep you up. A lot of times it's going to keep you up at night. It's really going to affect you. You know what I mean? So don't let that overtake you. When they say life is too short, you know what I mean? That's real when you look at the grand scheme of things. Life is really too short to be angry and to not have peace. Your thoughts. Some of you may have something like my mind is methodical. It replays things over and over and over and over. And you think about certain thoughts. And what I've learned also is that resistance makes things stronger. You try to resist certain thoughts, it makes it stronger. So it's best to just sometimes just let those thoughts play. But don't dwell on it, just let those thoughts play. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You know what I mean? let those thoughts go. Whether you consider them negative, positive, it's just a thought that's going through. It's going to pass eventually. But you want to try and change that frequency, as they call it, a frequency to the positive thoughts, the law of attraction. You already talked about. Just think about positive thoughts. What's up, Dark Man Jeff? It's something called becoming. We must, turn ourselves into alchemists. How alchemy, but I'm talking about mental alchemy. That means, that's a transmutation circle I got here on my arm. If y'all ever want to know what that tattoo was, that's a transmutation circle that I have on my arm, which basically that's what my goal is, just to be a mental alchemist. You know what I mean? Where where I can have that capability to transform negative thoughts into positive thoughts, just like that, or to be in that mind space. I say this in a lot of my live streams, that he or she who's in control of their emotions or their thoughts to that point is a powerful person. You have mastered it. Once you master that, if you have mastery over your thought, mastery over it, just think of how great that is, how you can turn things on and off. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm after, is to be that alchemist, that mental alchemist, to transform or transmute negative thoughts into positive thoughts, or thoughts that's more constructive, so to speak. I appreciate it, Jared. Thanks, man. But that's the goal. I like to say to everyone, when you think about life, and you must remind yourself every day that this life is not a caravan of despair. It's not a caravan of sorrow. It's not a caravan of a bunch of people walking along in this life just being sad and angry and frustrated. It's about becoming the best version of yourselves. You know what I mean? Becoming not the perfect version, but the best version of yourselves. That can help someone else, which is basically the greatest joy in this life. You know what I mean? Just to do that. Becoming the best version and helping someone out. You know what I mean? So that's what my goal is. And I know there's a lot of people I'm reading what Tamara, sorry if I paused, I'm reading what Tamara wrote here. The Bible says, cast down wicked and vain imaginations. It also says that death and life is in the power of the tongue, which you are saying is biblical too. Oh, wow. Thanks. Just apart from your life. Absolutely. It's nothing. That should be your mantra. I'm going to go back to what I was saying. This should be your mantra, is that these things that come in, what's happening, Jamal? These things that come in to our lives, that's how you need to approach them, is that they're nothing. You know what I mean? It said, well, I hear you, Tamara. Yeah. It said, basically, as far as problems go, you have to ask yourself, is there something that you can do about it? This comes with peace as well. I heard, I think a yogi was saying this, I can't remember his name, but he was like, when you look at a problem, you have to ask yourself, is there something you can do about it? Yes, then don't worry about it. If there's nothing, can you do something about this problem? No, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So that's how we must look at things. If you can do something about it, then don't worry about it. If you can't do anything about it, don't worry about it either. What's going to be is going to be. You know what I mean? What's going to happen is going to happen. So the outcome, ultimately, whether you can do something or you can't, you should not worry. Do not be troubled by what it is that's affecting you. lot in life, what I was gonna say earlier, there's so many people who are wondering, like, what's my destiny in life? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? I'm worried about what it is that I'm supposed to be doing in life. I have no clue. Whether you're a teenager, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. There's people in 40s and 50s. They're still like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I should have it together by now, but there's always you're at those. The thing is, you're at those crossroads where you can always make that choice. You know what I mean? Like, some people are stuck and they can't do anything. A lot of times, some people who are incarcerated, I don't want to say that there's not one day they're going to get out, but a lot of us, we're in those positions where we are able to do certain things, but we wake up every day dreading it, and first thing in the morning, your peace is already disrupted, which is that sets up the rest of your day. The way that morning goes pretty much sets up the rest of your day, and you're suffering. So of all times, that time of day should be the day that you should just be focusing on whatever it is. This definitely isn't going to mess with me. I'm not going to allow this to mess up my day. You know what I mean? And that's how we should be thinking. That's where we should be practicing that alchemy. That those thoughts do come into our head, or the shaitan, or the devil, as some people call it. You know what I mean? That's where it comes in. I believe sometimes it is divine, where we are at that intersection when things happen to us, to see how we're going to react, in certain situations. You know what I mean? To see what decision we make, how do we handle these situations. You know what I mean? And I think that happens to us a lot, and I don't want to say it takes wisdom, but for us to think, for us to have that discernment to say, hey, this is a test right now, and I need to make the right decision right now. No, I haven't read the 48 Laws of Power, man. I need to. I've read little snippets of it. Read little snippets of it, but I just wanted to relate this to you guys. Peace is something that, when we say we're in control, these are techniques that I use. These are things that I do to try and calm myself. And I know that breathing portion, and understand that what's happening, you have to take it for what it is. You have to look at it for what it is and realize it's just nothing. It's not going to last. You know what I mean? What's happening to you, girl? So I'm just now getting in here, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I know I don't have many people in here. If you're enjoying this content, I wanted to get it off here. Hate that sound. But you guys are in control of that. It doesn't cost you money to have peace. It just takes you to do certain things. Maybe you guys have your own. Dark Man Jeff, that's where I'm at. It takes you to recognize what direction you may be going, or to separate yourself from what may disrupt your peace. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of you guys sometimes may be walking into, something that is going to disrupt your peace. You need to get away from that. You need to separate yourself from people who disrupt your peace. You need to separate yourself from I hear you, Dark Man Jeff. Separate yourself from these things. You know, even some of you people, not you on here, but you may be drinking, taking some type of drug to bring you peace, but in the end, it just ends up disrupting your peace. You know, your mind is the most powerful thing. The most powerful thing. And I believe anything that you want to get, it takes repetition. That includes, you know, for getting peace. I always say with the law of attraction, prayer is repetition. Like constantly throughout the day, constantly repeating what it is that you want. You want help from God. You need to constantly be repeating what it is that you want. You know, you want peace. That's what you need to be repeating to yourself. You know, in prayer at night, in the middle of the night, whatever. That's what you want. You know, you need to bring it to yourself. You know, even if you have to raise your hands in prayer at night and you ask tell the Almighty, I'm not putting my hands down until you give it to me. And that's the way it's gonna be. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do. You know, and it works. You know, the heart is physical. It's a physical and it's an abstract thing also. You know, the heart and mind, so to speak. You have the heart, the abstract portion of it, which becomes inflamed, you know, which disrupts your peace. And that's something that, you know, as an alchemist you can heal, and the Almighty can heal it. But you have to ask for it. You can't just sit back and just, woe is me. You have to take those steps in order to heal this inflamed heart of yours. And tell yourself that it's nothing. What's up, Deborah? I don't know if I already said that, but you know, this is what you must do if that's what you're seeking. And I think we all should be seeking peace. And he who doesn't seek peace wants death. Same thing with knowledge. He who hates knowledge loves death, and he who hates peace loves death. So why wouldn't you want peace? Why wouldn't anybody want peace? And anybody who doesn't want peace is a devil or a shaitan. You know, and you shouldn't surround yourself around those people who disrupt peace or disrupt others' peace, because you become one of those people. That goes for the gossipers. If you surround yourself around a gossiper or a backbiter, those people don't want peace. So you need to be mindful of who it is that you're surrounding yourself around. You know, and that's another thing. Because by virtue of you hanging around someone with the drama or who gossips, that disrupts your peace. And that goes for the same thing, which I was going to do a video on that. If you're dating someone who has a bunch of issues, I'm not going to get into, you know, the whole dating a single mother, because it could be women dating men also. But you dating your mate or your partner, they have all these issues, or every time you're talking to them, they are talking about something negative, or baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. That is disrupting your peace. And you cannot be in a relationship. Somebody commented, now I don't want to talk too much about this, but y'all know I haven't been doing a lot of really controversial videos lately. I used to do a lot of them, but remarkably, one of my highest viewed videos now, and it's an older video, is what I've learned from dating single mothers. And this guy commented, I get comments every day. This guy commented it today, and he was like, I was dating a single mother with 3 children, and basically I learned I was never at peace with her. Whenever I was around, I was quiet, I was afraid to talk. She was always aggressive, she was always talking down on me, she was hitting me and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, like, men and women put up with partners or dating someone who's disrupting their peace based upon that person may be attractive, that person, the sex may be good with that person, or that person may be financially providing for them, but at the same time they're not at peace. I was dating a woman, and I'll use that, who wasn't at peace because of her child's father. So she was constantly in a state of anxiety and not being at peace because of this. And by listening to that, it affected me. So I dreaded talking to her because of the drama she had going on. And I'm pretty sure I used to do this with my daughter's mother. I used to talk about stuff that was going on with me, and people don't want to hear that when you're dating them. They don't want to hear about your problems. I mean, it's good to have a shoulder to cry on, you know what I'm saying? But whenever you're talking to somebody and that's all they're talking about is their drama and they're not at peace, you can't have a healthy relationship with that person. And it's like when you tell that person, I don't want to talk about that, I don't want to hear you talking about that, that's that. But it really affects you and it brings you down. So I'm just saying, be mindful, and it is draining, like you said. Be mindful of who you surround yourself around, because they can take away your peace, whether that be friends, gossipers, backbiters, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband or wife, even your mother or parents, sisters, brothers. But many of us, we engage in this stuff and we don't, it becomes normal. But we get anxiety. Sometimes people have anxiety and don't even know it. But you just get that feeling whenever you know something's coming up and you can't really enjoy that person. And a relationship shouldn't be like that, where you can't enjoy that person when you're with them. It's just sorrow. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? That's one thing a relationship shouldn't be. So there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. People think being by yourself is like some people can't go anywhere by themselves. They can't go out by themselves. They have to have somebody with them at all times. They don't know how to be comfortable by themselves. But on social media and other places, you think that they're the most positive, the most confident person, but they can't do anything by themselves. You know what I mean? But this is the way things are. You have to enjoy your own company, and being at peace sometimes is enjoying your own company, being able to do things you like. So this is, as far as mental health for anyone, this is paramount. This is a must for anyone's mental health. Is to be in control of this and to be able to handle this. You know what I mean? So, coming up on 30 minutes here. Don't want to make this too long. I think I thought this was going to be like a 10-minute video. You know what I mean? I was reading what Laquan wrote. I'm listening. I'm probably gonna end this video with this. I was listening to one of Aaron Clary's videos. If any of you guys, especially men, women probably won't check them out too much. But check out Aaron Clary when you guys get a chance. He did a video, and he was saying, which I'm gonna do a video on it, about the, about sexual marketplace value and relationships and, men versus women hitting the wall. I forgot what I was about to say. I was talking about something, and I was about to, it was really good what Aaron Clary had said too, man. I wish I could remember what I was about to say. But he was talking about, oh yeah, that's it. As men, the older we get, the less time we spend chasing women. The older we get, the less time we spend chasing women, and the more time we spend either in solitude or basically, getting our stuff together, or spending time in nature, spending time doing hobbies. The older we get, the less time we spend chasing women, and things like that. So I say that to say, men, the older you get, you don't have that desire. You want peace the older you get. You don't know who still want to be shooting people up and chasing women and trying to pick up women, and you just want to hang out, relax, holler at your grandkids, fish, ride your motorcycle, smoke a cigar, drink some cognac, do what I'm doing right now. Cause I'm an old man anyway. So that desire to do that kind of lessens the older you get. So this is just one of those things. I thought Aaron Clary, he hit it spot on. And I listen to a lot of his stuff. I strongly recommend y'all check him out. Check out some of his videos. He has some good content. Yeah, well, other than that, man, biggest thing, peace, man. Peace be upon you all. Aaron Clary is like 41 or 42. Biggest thing is peace. I always try to, start off all my videos with that greeting and end my videos with that, because that, to me, that is the most important thing, by far. It's definitely the most important thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. You know what I mean? I'm going to come back later, but I gotta go home and do some homework. So think positive, think peaceful, bring peace to yourself and everyone else. Let peace emanate from you. Yeah, I don't watch football as much as I used to, man. But yeah, I used to, man. Appreciate it, LeBron. Let peace emanate from you. What's up, Cassie? Let peace emanate from you. Be someone else's peace if you can, and live life. Enjoy, man. It's can it be that it was all so simple? It is simple. You just gotta make it simple. So, as I always say, peace be upon you all, the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. I'm out of here, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream or chat. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description. I haven't said that in a while. I appreciate it, Darkman Jeff. Shout out to Darkman Jeff for the super chat. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description, man. You know what I mean? Business page, all that good stuff. T-shirts. I forgot what all I got in there, man. But y'all be easy, man. I'm out of here. Peace.